U.S. Deindustrialization. U.S. deindustrialization refers to the decline of manufacturing and heavy industry in the United States, particularly from the mid-20th century onwards. This process has reshaped the country's economy, workforce, and global economic position. Causes of U.S. deindustrialization. 1. Globalization and outsourcing. From the late 20th century, U.S. companies increasingly moved production overseas, particularly to countries with lower labor costs such as China and Mexico. Trade agreements like NAFTA, 1994, made it easier for firms to shift manufacturing jobs abroad. 2. Technological advancements. Automation and improved industrial processes have made manufacturing more efficient but have also reduced the number of jobs available. Robots and AI now perform many tasks that once required human labor. 3. Shift to a service economy. The U.S. economy transitioned from manufacturing to services, finance, and technology. While industries such as healthcare, IT, and finance grew, manufacturing employment shrank. 4. Deregulation and policy choices. Tax policies, deregulation, and reduced support for unions contributed to factory closures. Many policymakers prioritized free trade and corporate growth over protecting domestic manufacturing jobs. 5. Rising costs and competitive pressures. U.S. wages, environmental regulations, and corporate taxes made domestic manufacturing more expensive compared to production in Asia and Latin America. Consequences of deindustrialization. 1. Economic decline in industrial cities. Many cities that once thrived on manufacturing, such as Detroit, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh, suffered economic decline, population loss, and urban decay as factories shut down. 2. Job loss and wage stagnation. Millions of blue-collar workers lost stable, well-paid manufacturing jobs. Many were forced into lower-paying service jobs, contributing to income inequality. 3. Trade deficits and economic dependence. The U.S. became more reliant on imports, leading to persistent trade deficits, particularly with China. Dependence on foreign-made goods also raised concerns about national security and supply chain resilience. 4. Political and social consequences. The economic hardships caused by deindustrialization contributed to political discontent, seen in the rise of populist movements and increasing anti-globalization sentiments. Attempts at reindustrialization. In recent years, there have been efforts to bring manufacturing back to the U.S., often called reshoring. Policies such as tariffs on Chinese imports, incentives for domestic manufacturing, e.g., the CHIPS Act for semiconductor production, and investment in green technology industries have aimed to rebuild industrial capacity. However, automation and global economic structures continue to limit the number of manufacturing jobs returning to the U.S. Impact of U.S. deindustrialization on economic outlook. Short term, 0-5 years. In the short term, deindustrialization has led to job losses, economic hardship in former industrial hubs, and increased reliance on imports. However, government incentives for reshoring, tariffs on foreign goods, and investment in emerging industries like semiconductors and green energy may provide some relief. The U.S. continues to experience supply chain vulnerabilities, especially in critical industries such as electronics and pharmaceuticals. Medium term, 5-15 years. Over the medium term, the economy is likely to stabilize as manufacturing shifts towards high-tech and automated industries. The rise of AI, robotics, and advanced materials could create new manufacturing jobs, but these will require highly skilled workers, leading to greater demand for retraining and education. Trade policies, infrastructure investment, and shifts in global supply chains, such as reduced dependence on China, will shape the U.S.'s industrial future. However, income inequality may persist if job creation does not match past industrial employment levels. Long term, 15+ years. In the long term, the U.S. economy is expected to remain dominated by services, finance, and technology, with high-tech manufacturing playing a supporting role. Artificial intelligence and automation will likely continue to reduce the need for traditional factory jobs, requiring significant investment in workforce adaptation. If successful, this could lead to a more resilient economy, but if mismanaged, it could deepen economic divides. The U.S.'s ability to maintain global competitiveness will depend on innovation, infrastructure, and strategic industrial policies.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.